Hi guys. Okay, so this is our second take because our daughter got nosy and came upstairs. And as you guys might have guessed, we aren't telling anybody in the family right now, especially not her. Um, I'll get into that in a minute. I'm just going to go backwards. We're already at pregnancy week 7. 7 as of yesterday. And week 5 and 6 were a little eventful. My last video was week 5. Well, I would say and I said that I was like doing okay. I would say maybe the next day until, all of week 5 and almost all of week 6, I cramped like crazy. I still have some every once in a while, but at one point I started spotting, and I was just like, this is it. I'm going to lose this one too. And so it was a little scary. I don't know what's going on now. I didn't go to the hospital. I just kind of watched it. It wasn't bright red. It kind of was just like a light pink, very light pink to like a light brown. Sorry, this is TMI. It's a pregnancy video. And I kind of just, used my common sense. I'm pretty sure everything's okay. Like I said, it really wasn't like all this bright red gushing, So, I don't know, pray for me guys, because that kind of, when you've had a miscarriage, so I would say recently, it was in April, and you see something like that, it's just kind of like, oh my God, here we go again. So, fingers crossed for me, okay? Sticky baby dust. But we're at week 7 now, and I feel crappy, which is kind of good, right? I didn't really feel like this last time, and it's not really morning sickness. I would not call this morning sickness, because when you've had morning sickness, like I've had morning sickness with my daughter, you do not call this morning sickness. I just feel cruddy. I have these kind of waves of feeling really ick, but it's not constant. I will not categorize this as morning sickness. If and when it hits, I'll let y'all know. It's definitely affected my appetite though. Little bit of aversions here and there, and I have no specific, one day it might be one thing, one day I like it, the next day I don't. One day I crave Oreos, the next day they sound disgusting to me. So that's what's going on. So I'm kind of like, maybe this is a good thing. They say the sicker you are, the higher your hormones are, and all that good stuff. So, we'll see what happens. Really tired. Like, I cannot function. You guys better appreciate this right now, because I have not done my hair or my makeup or anything in forever, which is very unlike me. I won't even go to the store without makeup. So, it's just been interesting the past couple weeks, but I'm not complaining. I'm still super happy. Going back to so that's how I feel. Going back to the whole secrecy thing, some of you might be able to relate, but I cannot. If something happens, it's bad enough to have to go through a miscarriage, but I cannot go through that whole thing again where I've got to untell people that I'm pregnant. It was horrible. To this day, I have people like at church coming up to me saying, hey, where's your baby bump? And I have to explain to them all over again, or not all over again, they don't know, but I've got to go through that explanation over again, that, we lost the baby, and it's awkward, because not for me, but for them, because they're like apologetic, and it's just awful. Not only that, but it's really hard to have to just see the heartbreak with family, and especially my daughter. I think that was harder than anything, honestly. You hear about miscarriages, but no one really talks about how much it affects the children you already have. And my daughter I can't, I want to cry just thinking about it. I cannot see her go through that heartbreak again. So we are waiting. I want to get out of my first trimester before I tell her. Pretty sure I can get away with hiding it that long. It's been hard, Oh, with family members, oh my gosh, it seems like everywhere I go, somebody's putting a glass of wine in my face or offering me a martini, and I don't know what I'd do without my husband, because we kind of have this thing now where I look at him and he comes to my rescue. When the person leaves the room, he'll start guzzling down the martini for me, and then the person walks in and I'm like, oh, that was so good. So they're going to kill me when they find out I've been doing this. But, you know, we'll tell them when we're ready and when we feel safe. Especially, I mean, when I started spotting last week, I was just like, I'm so glad I'm not telling anybody, because this is just crazy. So, hopefully you guys know where I'm coming from, or understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. Other than that, I don't know, I'm just super happy. I'm just taking everything one day at a time. I'm really hopeful and just praying a lot and keeping my fingers crossed, and hopefully you guys will keep your fingers crossed for me too. And I'm going to just insert some pictures at the end, because I just don't feel like doing the whole thing. I've been doing belly shots through pictures, so I'll try to include that in the video at the end. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!